We are currently writing and recording a new full-length album for Mutual Hostility. I know I've mentioned it in past videos where we do things a little backwards. We start with the drums. Eric comes up with all the drum beats, arranges them into a song, records them, gives them to me, and I write all the guitar riffs to the drum beats. So basically the process is that's how it starts. He sends them to me, I get them into Pro Tools, get a click track lined up, and I just start writing riffs. And this is literally like the first time I've heard this drum track. So I'm just going to kind of hack away at it until I come up with some riffs, and hopefully some cool shit comes out. Well, it's a start, and I generally like to go with my first instinct. Like if I hear that drum beat, that general gist of what I was just doing, I'm gonna hold on to, because I find that most of the time, like even if I second guess something and I go back to change it, that I end up going with the original idea, or at least most of it. I guess there probably have been a few times that maybe I just changed something, but all right, I'm not gonna bore you with me hacking this up, but I'll cut out and cut back in here in a bit. All right, riff one. See if I can do this. Apparently not. Bitch, I missed the end. Fuck me. So once I decide that the riff is done, I get out my trusty pencil and my notepad, and I write it down, tab it out by hand, just the way I do it. Okay, I have riff one written down, not recording anything, just hashing these riffs out. So I'm about to move on to drum beat and riff number 2. This one isn't just coming right to me, so cutting back out for a second. All right, I pretty much have riff number 2 figured out. I have it written down. Let's see if I can actually play it. that's sort of it. That's it. I'm just not playing it clean at all, but I did just write it, so. I'm not sure if I'll actually finish this song or not today, but I'll just continue this process until I'm done writing the riffs for the song. Having the drums laid out, you know, I'm always pretty good at coming up with riffs. I'm not saying everything I come up with is the best all the time, but, you know, I can usually come up with riffs anytime. And, but having the drums laid out, it almost makes it easier because you have a blueprint to spark ideas. And so usually writing these songs goes fairly quickly. Getting them recorded, you know, takes a little longer. I do 4 guitar tracks. I'll show you my setup in what I'm going to be using to record and send to the studio. So yeah, we'll move on to that. I have 4 other songs recorded, and the setup I'm using my Solar guitar. It's got an EMG81. I have that running at 24 volts. I run my guitar into the Lila P split. So I'm recording a DI into my Focusrite interface. And then I'm also coming out of my 2-note torpedo captor, which is back here, into the computer. I have my tuner, my Earthquaker devices plumes, noise gate, just to, you know, kind of cut out some of the hiss when I'm not playing. But I love the peavey 6534. It's got a kind of a dry sound, not a lot of dynamics as far as being real high or real low, but it sounds really good. And then I do the same thing with my Mesa dual rectifier. And I've really been liking the blend of the two, where I use the 6534 Plus as pretty much the main tone, and then I just kind of fade the dual rectifier into it, and it kind of gives it a little more bite, pick attack, and it sounds really good. So that's what I'll be sending to the studio, and we'll see how it goes from there. And I have my helper here, making sure I don't fuck things up too bad.